hurricane, a tidal wave. Essence perfect, life looks brilliant. Give me more of this. I'm out of control, about to blow, and I've been caught in the undertow. So toxic, but I can't get enough. You're firing me, firing me. Yeah, you're firing me, firing me. You've got me hypnotized. Push me out of myself. You've got me hypnotized. I can see, I can hear, going crazy, but the light has got me hypnotized. You've got me hypnotized. Can get you out of my hand again. Is it wrong? Is it right? It's like I've won my final war without a fight. I'm out of control, about to blow, and I've been caught in the undertow. So toxic, but I can't get enough. You're burying me, burying me. I know you're burying me, burying me. You've got me hypnotized. Push me out of myself. You've got me hypnotized. I can see, I can hear, going crazy, but the light has got me.
Never gonna stop, never gonna change, never gonna do the things you say. I run my own way to get there. Fools are calling and I don't seem to care. In the air, no more crowd, just the opposite kind of few clouds. So tell me this time is coming to take up all your lies. Why don't you try to be wise? Know that I need you anyway. Just to feel like I'm fading. And though my heart breaks a beat at time, I press the lens just to take you. Don't leave the way, don't leave a say. Then I try with a child's play in the rain.
Hi, my friends call me, but then they hang up. Jose Gonzalez.
Hi, and I'm the best thing to come out of the 80s outside of the 8-ball. Auntie Collins.
Yeah, and I mean, it doesn't take a rack and some sticks to figure out what we're talking about, guys, but
I'm talking about a magic 8-ball. What are you talking about?
I'm talking about billiards. A pool table.
I'm talking about billiards. Billiards.
Rack 'em up, toots. Okay. That could have been my intro, but no, you guys are not watching the 8-Ball Pool Table podcast. No, it's the Mother Tuck and Post show. It is All Stars 10 for RuPaul's Drag Race. We have a new bracket, the pink bracket. We got 6 new queens all vying for their way into the semifinals. Last week we saw the orange bracket conclude. We have our first 3 semifinalists. That will not be on our TV for 6 weeks.
I am in mourning. I'm in mourning. But guess what? We have 6 in the pink, 0 in the stink.
Yeah, I was gonna say, are you in mourning or are you in moaning? Because I mean, we know who you're pulling for, who you're pulling the badge for.
Please don't talk about my personal time.
Hey, all I'm gonna say is someone finally put together a father figure edited Bosco on TikTok. Our prayers have been answered.
Did I download it? Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Period. As it should be. But alas, everybody, it is a new week. I am so happy that we're back at our normal time slot for All Stars. No going outside today because it's a holiday weekend. I could do that on Monday if I want to.
I can't wait to turn off my alarm, take a melatonin, and put my phone on D&D like I have deceased.
Yes. And also, can we talk about the fact that the poor lighting for Auntie Collins tonight? Just ambient lighting. She can't get the exposure down. Like, they are going through it over there. God bless them. But you know what? It is okay.
I'm on a laptop because my usual setting is not here. And apparently my webcam is not compatible with this laptop.
Oh,
It
we're
doesn't
gonna have to
even
get you an
recognize
adapter
it.
or something.
It doesn't even recognize it.
Are you serious?
It's totally serious. My computer is from 2020. This one. My webcam is from 2023.
You know what we got to do is they have the app on the iPhone that I think you paid like $8 for. And then you could use your iPhone as a webcam hooked up to your computer. I'll tell you about it after the show.
Oh, I can't wait.
Yeah, no. I mean, while you're over here dog sitting nonstop.
But look at how pretty. I just look so pretty.
You know, as crazy as it is, you putting your phone in front of the camera is helping us see your actual face behind it. No, I'm serious. It's balancing out the exposure.
Look at that. Look at.
Yes.
Okay, let me just remember. Auntie looks like this,
Mm-hmm.
not like this.
What you order versus what arrives in the mail. No, they saw this line like, I need to speak to the manager.
Bitch, that's so cunty.
Android is winning me back, y'all. I think I might be, for the first time since 2017, becoming an Android first user.
Wow.
Yes.
The cuntology has spoken here.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yep. I mean, or I guess in this case, I bean. But we have so much to discuss. I mean, we do need to have ourselves a little bit of a refresher. What the hell is this doing? This did not save right. One moment. See, it's me noticing that slides for the show were not exported as they should be because you know what it was? I didn't go to the new slides. I went to the slides that were there from last week. And I saved myself from embarrassment because remember what happened the last time that I had slides that didn't go through?
That's why that episode is no longer up.
Yeah. I mean, again,
it's all
you
your
can tweet
fault.
your complaints to at World of Wonder, at RuPaul, at Hulk Hogan, you know, and at Ariadne the Elf.
Iconic.
Yes, but to refresh everybody's memory, let's reintroduce y'all to the queens we're going to be talking about for the next 3 weeks in the pink bracket. We have ourselves from top to bottom, left to right, next to the shade button. We go back to season 2. It's Nicole Paige Brooks from Atlanta, Georgia, who in her confessionals, they were reintroducing her, was cunty saying that she didn't have to change her face for her career.
With body tea, face tea.
Talk your shit.
Hello.
No nip, no tuck, but I mean, if you could be blessed enough to have drag as a full-time job without RuPaul's Drag Race, because Nicole Paige Brooks was drag before Drag Race. She's drag during Drag Race. She was drag after Drag Race.
Mm-hmm.
Like, the Atlanta scene is one of the top scenes in the country for drag, and she is a living, breathing legend. So
Yep, absolutely.
I'm so happy to see her back. To the bottom left, from Miss Nicole Paige Brooks, we have from season 14, from the House of Colby, which is going to be interesting because next week I guess her drag sister, I don't know if she was adopted at the time of filming, but her drag family is going to be on the judges panel with Chapel Roan, but the iconic, in her own words, Tranos, it's Carrie Colby.
Tranos. It's the funniest shit I've ever
I mean,
heard.
everyone she touched in the workroom turned a woman.
Yeah. Oh, to be touched by Miss Carrie Colby.
Yeah, I mean, you're having a good time with the dolls.
I
God
am.
help us when we get to the purple bracket.
The dolls are. I wish I could be a doll. You know, there is just some cuntification.
Mm-hmm.
I can't help it. I can't help myself.
I mean, you could, if you need the HRT, you could still get it as a. but I'm just saying, you never know. Want to get soft and supple, no gap.
Listen, call my doctor. Let's go.
Yes, but speaking of soft and supple, to the right of Mr. Colby, coming all the way from season 13,
Like swallowing
City
glass.
Tina Burner, who I will say, all I'm going to say is I had my first impressions from previous exposure to Drag Race. I like being proved wrong.
Same.
Yep. I mean, I'm going to be eating those words like the trade eats George's alive, which it's the funniest. I went back through and made the slide. I still didn't correct that spelling. It's corrected for the runway, but yes,
Yeah.
George's. Helotus from season 14 from All Stars 9. You just saw her last year. But, I mean, Rue loves George's, as we see in the workroom, so I'm not mad about it. George's makes good Drag Race.
So tiny, you can fit in your pocket and go anywhere. So of course, Georges is travel size.
Yeah, but you know where else George's can fit? I was going to say in a butthole because beside her is...
I was going to say up your butt and around the corner.
Yeah, just back from season 17, it's Lydia Butthole Collins. And from taking over in the chat at Fries, hello, friend. You are walking in on some very high quality commentary about who these drag queens are that we're going to be talking about for the next hour or so. But alas, to the right, the mischievous, the always shady, I would say the catalyst for the categoric downfall. Well, I mean, she was already down. This was the burial, the cremation, if you will, Varietti, Mistress Isabel Brooks. But you know what? She did what she needed to do.
I thought the chicken was lovely.
I thought the chicken was lovely.
I just...
She logged out of Twitter for 2 hours, comes back, and everything is on fire.
Yeah, did you log out of Twitter? Did Twitter log you out? And then if you try to go into a new device, you can't log back into the app.
Yeah, that's what happened. So
Easy one.
for those who don't know, now you know. Miss Irene, a little shady to Arietti in an interview. And then Arietti went all over Twitter calling Irene racist, the P word that I can't say online.
Yeah, the PDF file.
Yeah, the PDF file. Thank you.
The Adobe PDF file.
Top PDF. Yes. It's saying all these other things about how she didn't pay her. Well, all these accusations, and then
trying to say like everything was like blown out of proportion for $50, which
$50.
Send us $50.
Yeah, bitch. I feel like I'm owed like reparations for the things that I read and saw for hours yesterday. So
I feel like I'm owed reparations because apparently at one point Arietti was held in such high regard as Latina Chismosa's sister. To which I would say the views of one at the time, Jewel Sparkles, did not reflect those of the Puerto Ricans. You could put that in your bounty paper towel and throw it in the trash. You know, we haven't forgotten.
we have not.
And then, you know, before we move on, just mi gente Latino. Just, you gotta do the J-Lo. All right. But as if this intro wasn't cringe enough, we find out that for this week's Maxi Challenge, we're having ourselves a ball. Although, it is different than a usual Drag Race ball.
Mm-hmm.
In the past, it used to be 2 looks, one you made in the workroom. More recently, it's been 3 looks with one you make in the workroom, but alas, it's just 1 look this time. However, they must use every piece of material found in a personalized 8 ball. So 8 different pieces of material that have to be factored into the look. And not only that, accounted for on the runway by showing where each piece went. So
I was a little shocked that they made them count them. I mean, we'll get to that. But
I mean, I'm glad they did, considering the fact that like they're not doing like a traditional ball. I was prepared for 18 looks, but hey, save me time.
yeah, that's true.
But also the way like they were editing shit in the workroom, I'm kind of glad they didn't because some words were being exchanged.
2 minutes and 55 seconds is, I think, what the shade was.
Yes. But I mean, we got to talk about the fact that it's so refreshing on an all-star season where we now know like there's like truly some sort of pecking order where it's not just like, okay, whose lipstick are you putting in? No. We actually have true alliances being formed. Like they're turning this into Survivor, and I live for it. So, and the best part is that we have a couple different alliances off the bat. First, Nicole Page Brooks and Mistress were kind of joking around saying, hey, we have the Brooks alliance, even though they have no drag relation whatsoever. Like, Nicole just planted that seed. Like, she knows of Mistress's reputation. I will say the thing that got me the most watching this episode is you could tell where they were trying to have it in the confessionals that the girls knew who Lydia was.
Mm-hmm.
But they didn't, aside from Mistress.
They got a note card right before they said, and go.
No. Like, they pulled up to the hotel and everything. Okay, before she walks out, this is who's going to be joining us. So she was just on season 17. This is, like, her greatest hits. Act like she's been back on everything. Like, y'all know what's good. So
That's how you figure it out.
Insane, but, you know, it is what it is. I ain't going to complain about it. But we do see there's a little bit of a Texas alliance as well because Georges and Mistress, before they became Ru Girls, were actually like touring and doing shows together in Texas, which was a big surprise to me. And I also forgot that Carrie Colby's from Texas too, so that's another thing. Like just looking good, transition. Your drag mother's Sasha Colby, and then you also have like a Texas drag dynasty. What the fuck?
Right? She's basically Beyonce.
Let's not get carried away now. She ain't no diva. She ain't no diva. But yeah, no, and then we also have just, I don't want to say flirting moment, but like Tina Burner taking interest with Lydia. Kind of just, hey, everybody else is chatting over there. You're over here. I'm over here. Let's be over here together. And it's...
And then I felt like, oh, when is she going to mention Corey? When is she going to mention... Ah, there you go. We mentioned the Corey. Because they don't know that relationship has happened.
True. To be fair, at the time, I don't think they ever like were confirmed together at that point either. Because I don't think they really got together till after the show. So, I mean, like, you maybe had a couple weeks when like they were eliminated at home before before they had to get shit ready for All Stars practically. So I don't know.
Jeez, crazy.
She said what, like a 4-day turnaround or a 3-day turnaround? Damn.
How do you put all those clothes together? Don't know.
To be fair, she did say she made her own, like her entire catalog for season 17. So maybe she had extra drag she didn't bring, or maybe she had someone help her with some costumes this go around.
I'd believe it. I mean, I haven't seen any of it, but
yeah, you know, that could be why everybody was kind of like enamored with Lydia a little bit because they hadn't seen any of it at the time. We have Ru coming into the workroom. They're discussing kind of just like what the vibes are for like these looks and everything too. I think at one point you just see like Georges talking with RuPaul and they're like saying about like how like Georges knew Mistress from way back when and like how like her drag mother used to take her to shows and everything. And then her gay brother would be along. And then Ru in true RuPaul fashion, who would play her? Who would play you in that movie? And then Georges says Jennifer Lopez, which sends Ru into a laughing fit. And then Aubrey's like, well, you could be my gay brother too. And he'd just be like, which is hysterical. Which I love that part. And then we also find out that like as the girls are going through and talking about what their outfits are going to be, we find out that the extra special guest judge this week is a design icon in the drag world. Suzanne Barch, who famous lore from Drag Race got name dropped on a Snatch game from season 4 that we can no longer talk about because the person playing Michelle Visage brought up that Michelle and Rue used to work those parties together in New York all the time.
Mm-hmm. Shout out to that glass.
Shout out to the contents of the glass. That
I'm
sangria
jealous.
Like, no lie, that sangria, it tastes like juicy juice. It's dangerous.
This is when I wish that we were in like the same area. Obviously, we can't be, but like, you would. Do you want
Okay.
some of my Propel?
That might be for tomorrow morning.
Yeah. Let me know how that hangover is.
I mean, honestly, I haven't been drinking to the point of a hangover in a long time. Like, I went out, like, drinking when I went out of town a few weeks ago. I came back fine. Didn't get hungover at all. And I was throwing shit back.
Well, I had a hangover after our season 10 premiere. Because that was the night that I streamed right after that too. And I was streaming The Sims and got banned.
I mean, I got crossfaded on the air for the first time.
I mean, I was doing that right before I streamed, and then I had 3 glasses of wine.
Was that wine from the gas station as well?
Yeah, I told you. I'd drink it out of a box.
I just want to know what gas station sells box wine in the Pacific Northwest.
Every single one. Every single one. You can get liquor at the gas station.
Do y'all not have like liquor stores?
No. You can get liquor at the grocery store as well. I'm gonna take a picture for you. I mean, they're in like locked cabinets, so you have to like press the call attendant or whatever.
Yeah, but I'm just like over here. They're starting to work on a law that will allow wine to be sold in grocery stores. Like not wine product, which is what's currently available. It's like 6%. It's malt. It's like watered down, super sweet. No, actual wine. I don't know if it has to be made in New York State for it to be sold in the grocery store. That's like a contingency, but like we still will have like hard spirits and everything sold in a proper liquor store around here.
So you can't wait. So can you go to a gas station then and get like a twisted tea or whatever?
I mean, you could get beer and like cider and stuff, but like you can't get like proper like wine or like spirits or like canned cocktails.
What?
Everything's all like malt alcohol, like the grocery store, the gas station.
I mean, there's like a huge sin tax on top of everything here. It's like 10% or something, 8%.
10%.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we're at 8.75, but it's usually 9%, so it isn't that bad. But that's just our regular sales tax, though. Oh shit! Not the number crunching.
Yeah, and I'm looking. Oh shit!
Is that a good oh shit or a bad oh shit?
So alcohol, so hard liquor, is actually 20.5% spirit tax, like so sin tax. Cigarettes is yeah. Cigarettes has a sin tax on it. Cannabis has a sin tax on it.
Do they actually call it a sin tax?
Yeah, SIN tax. Yeah, it's a sin tax.
Y'all getting what happened to the separation of church and state?
Yeah. Sin tax. Sin tax were meant to dissuade consumers from purchasing or using the tax products or services without making them illegal. They're
Well, note to self: don't drink in the Pacific Northwest if I would go that way. Shit.
I think there's also different taxes if you go to like a brewery. So a lot of people like to go to breweries around here and wineries around here. There's a shit ton where I live just north of Seattle where
Probably cheaper.
yeah, the city of Woodinville, which is like down in the valley a little bit. it's kind of near like where Microsoft is. There's just like winery after winery after winery. So you could go on like a winery crawl.
Yeah, that'll be the thing I do if I ever go that way. Go on wine tasting.
I was at a wedding down by one of the Chateau Saint Michel winery. And it was like fancy. Like there's no twist top wine coming out of here. No.
Oh, it's all corks? I know how to use a corks, girl. I'm fine.
But I was also one of the only people that didn't wear high heels because it's in a winery. So of course the ground is.
You knew what you were getting into.
Mm-hmm.
So.
I also don't usually wear heels when I'm drinking because.
I mean, for reasons. But
Sounds
you
like
know
an
who
ER
didn't know what
visit.
they were getting into?
Yeah.
Tina Burner finally talking to Mistress after so many years of a certain picture going around on a certain app.
Do you have the picture up?
I'm going to pull it up right now.
Because let me tell you, if I ever was caught dead looking like this, you have the actual right to bully me to filth. I kid you not.
I mean, the sharpness of this picture, you know what it reminds me of? Was it Vanity Fair that had like that really homophobic like ranking the best drag queens for RuPaul's Drag Race?
Yes!
Where it's just like close up headshots and it's just nothing but texture.
I just wanted to know who signs off on that? Of course, these aren't natural women. Put me in prison.
If I didn't know any better and I wasn't like a person that knows of anime, if someone said like, "Hey, do you want to see Crunchyroll?" This is what I thought they would be.
Emphasis on crunchy. Let me tell you.
Yeah, the face is the crunchy, and then the hair is the roll.
Mm-hmm.
So
the hair reminds me of Fruit by the Foot. Yeah, you know Fruit by the Foot?
I know Fruit by the Foot. Like I was thinking more like, you know how like when Fruit Roll-Ups used to have like the tattoos for the tongue?
Yes.
Like that.
That would be a nice coif. You know?
Or what the fuck was it zebra stripes? The chewing gum that have like the comic strips?
Yeah.
Where, like the flavor goes away in like 45 seconds.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yes, but Mistress would tweet out "Good morning" using this picture all the time, and Tina was not feeling it. And then that led to a little bit of an exchanging of words between the two.
This has to be like a kink that Mistress has.
Of degrading people?
Yeah.
You don't say. Auntie Collins.
Isabella.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's another thing. Nicole Page Brooks kept trying to get Mistress's attention by calling her the wrong name. And then when she realized it was Isabel, and she still technically called her the wrong name because Mistress's first name in drag is Mistress. Like, Mistress isn't a title. It's literally
her first name. Isabella. Who the hell is it? But, like, I didn't clock it on first watch.
You know what? Maybe Nicole Page Brooks was just watching the Lizzie McGuire movie in the hotel.
Isabella.
Sing for me, Paolo. Because, I mean, the workroom this episode is what nightmares are made of.
Have you ever been to Italy?
No.
I've never been to Italy. I feel like if I go in my 50s or whatever, I'm still gonna.
Oh God.
I'm still gonna live my Lizzie McGuire fantasy there.
Oh, my mom went when she was in the army in like the late 80s, early 90s before she got married and everything too. She saw the Trevi Fountain and everything too. Said like when we're watching the Lizzie McGuire movie, it was nostalgia for her. She's like, yeah, no, I threw a coin in the Trevi Fountain, like, and she was driving in the streets and everything too because like she like was able to do Humvee. She could do that. I'm like, damn, huh?
I want to meet your mom.
Yeah, she was a sharpshooter too.
Bitch.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. My mom ain't nothing to fuck with. That's all I know.
Listen. I'm gonna come home. I'm gonna come home. I'm gonna go home to New Jersey. Well, I'm planning on a trip next year, and I'm just gonna rent a car and just drive what, the 6 hours, 7 hours.
I mean, if you're coming from Jersey, it's probably closer to like 9.
Ugh, so far. I might as well just like fly. Surprise.
It'd be like, hey, here's our good old non-binary friend, Auntie Collins.
Hi,
The
came all
dog
this
sit,
way.
they have a husband. They talk about the cross-dressing with us. It's great.
Oh, it's like when the heteros figure out like portions of your life in your corporate job and they go, "Wow, your life is so interesting."
Yeah.
God
Literally,
forbid.
although to be fair, I kind of bragged about it. Like when I was doing like media shit for WWE last year, like it got passed around, and like there was like one thing last year at work where like someone was switching teams or whatever. So like we had like an inside joke, like where basically we had our own version of CNN, where like we would just have like stupid headlines and we would talk about it. And I'm like, no, I'm gonna shoot this like an actual story. So I got on the good camera, I made a lower third, I had the picture and everything, talking about like how this person's going to another team. Had a logo and everything, and now it's an inside joke in my job that I run like our internal news network. But I have not gotten a promotion into anything with communications, but we're working on it.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
But I mean, you know what else is not hilarious, but it's going to be interesting to look at is these runways. So
Ready.
first of all, I mean, I don't know what the hell I would have designed for this because you have like so many different textures and stuff that came in the 8 balls. Like you saw like fabrics, you saw like household items, you saw like chains and like robes and stuff, like bubble wrap. I don't know what the hell I would have done. Someone had like Tina had a literal lampshade. Like, so you really got to be a crafty queen with a challenge like this.
Mm-hmm.
I admit that I'm not crafty. I admit that I'm not queen. But you know what? It is what it is. What do you think you would have done if you had to construct something out of like those random materials, Auntie Collins?
With the current body that I have, or do I look like Carrie Colby?
Well, I mean, to be fair, we'll talk about it, but Mistress made a whole ass corset from scratch.
That's true. I commend her for that because that's insane. I mean, I think for myself, my true silhouette is a shapeless dress. I love a shapeless dress. I love the flowiness of it. I would go more like Ariana Grande with it, where it's like shorter, so it's not a madam kind of thing. Show
Are
some
you gonna
leg.
have like the Aja knee-high boots?
Absolutely. Do some little like, maybe an arm detail, little dangly bits going off. I say that as someone who has taken one sewing class and quit. So, I mean, it depends. It depends on the kind of fabric. It depends on the kind of vision. But it can go real tchotchke, real costumey real fast with some of those items.
But drag is a costume.
What?
I mean, but if you put it on and you love it, then that's all that matters. You love it.
That's true.
Yeah.
But
Category for tonight's runway is 8 ball eleganza. So using the items, all 8 items in their 8 balls, I don't think they had anything else to work with. I think it was literally just the stuff in the 8 balls. So throw an extra wrinkle into the mix. Up first, Georges, who like was able to construct like, I don't try to think of the best way I could describe it. Where like, yeah, she had the legs out. It felt very Mortal Kombat. With like how the bodice and everything kind of just like went down to the between me down theirs, but like it was showing all the leg that she has at like 5 foot shit, and like how she used the extra fabric to like add to the silhouette because she doesn't pad. Which here's the thing with Georges, in season 14 she was padding,
right,
and then she stopped, and then she talked about how she doesn't pad, and then like they were kind of saying in the judge panel, "Don't worry, in time you will again."
Yeah, All Stars 20.
Or this rate, All Stars 12. We'll have a bye year, but
No, I like the colors. I think they go well together. I think you can definitely tell that this wasn't a sewing challenge, but a gluing challenge.
Yeah.
But I think it's well done. Showing off the assets that she has.
Mhm.
That's about it.
The slick back hair, like the beaded earrings.
The beaded earrings, yeah.
The heavy blush.
I didn't mind the heavy blush.
No,
I'm
I
not
didn't mind it
usually-
either.
I'm not usually a heavy blush person, but
To be
I
fair,
liked
I
it.
think Acacia Forgot kind of sent us to the point
she
of no
ruined
return
it
when
for
it came to blush.
me.
Like, we developed blush blindness aversion last season. So,
Agreed.
but
Agreed.
yeah, no, good look from Georges. I enjoyed it.
Mm-hmm.
Up next, we have Miss Carrie Colby. So we talk about the hot glue of it all. She wove like the bralette that she has on. Like, she has this Medusa type wig, beaded fringe that she has like around like the tiniest bit of the bottom. Like, she knew what she had to do, which was serve body and like the illusion of the look. She didn't have to wear much. I mean, when you look like Carrie Colby, you should never wear much.
If we should never, right? Her wearing a full ass gown would not be correct in this situation. However, I do love that Mistress was like, I'm annoyed by everybody in the workroom. And it's like, girl, it's day one. It's day one. And she was like, I'm annoyed by Carrie Colby literally roping everything together and braiding everything together. And it's like,
And
you're just
is that not what the
complaining.
challenge is? It's to
But-
construct the look. It didn't say to sew it.
I just love. I wish there was a close up of the bodice because it was clearly multiple different colors of fabrics, but it
Mhm.
all kind of worked together, like the
Yeah.
blues and the browns and the I don't know bronzy kind of colors. They all worked together, so it seemed very well. I don't want to say it seemed very like Lilo and Stitch kind of thing, but
Unironically
like.
going to see that tomorrow.
My husband told me that there's spoilers already out there, and I'm like, no.
Spoilers
That's-
for a 21-year-old movie that they
Yeah.
remade as live action.
Yeah, apparently there's some changes that they've made.
I mean, if there's anybody that knows about change, it's Carrie Colby. I mean, she looks good.
Yeah, it really does. The only thing I didn't like that so the front has those ropes going down longer in the front, but not as long in the back. And I know that the way that it was fastened, it was just longer in the front. I would have liked it longer in the back as well.
No, I think it's the right length in the back.
Okay.
Because you got to
Okay.
think about what the view is as she leaves.
As
the
she's
stage.
walking away, that's true.
You know,
Okay.
feels correct. Up next, we have Lydia Butthole Collins, who, I mean, considering what she had in the 8 ball to work with,
Mm-hmm.
is this look hideous? Yes.
Yeah.
Is it irreverent? Yes. Was it executed very well?
Yeah.
Yes.
I think she did also get the pop of, hey, this is a club kid kind of outfit. And look at your judges panel. Your judges panel is full of,
Yeah.
I mean, it's goddamn Michelle Visage. She sits there going, I hate green. But then she goes, I like this kind of neon green. God forbid. And I'm like, Jesus Christ. Jesus. Do you like it? Because
It's because it was like zebra for 80% of it.
yeah, that's why I'm like, it's not all green, but anything animal print, that jersey. She mentioned something about about the 284 or whatever, 287, exit 4 off of 287. And I'm like, I know where that is in Jersey. That's crazy.
And where did it go?
It's just a regular. Why are you licking me? That's weird. It's just that area is just kind of like a not like a shopping mall, but like a strip mall kind of thing.
Okay.
That's where all the businesses are. If you want to go to Big Lots, you just
I
go
was gonna say,
down.
you wore this to the plaza?
Yeah. No.
Like a matted, like piss yellow wig with like more extreme blush, pale face, like dark pink lip. Just, I love Lydia. I understand like this works in the context of the challenge, but oof.
So to my knowledge, there's like a Wawa over there. Like there's a bunch of gas stations over there. McDonald's, Dunkin' Donuts, Panis, right? Like it's just very like
Okay.
you need to get off the freeway.
So it's a rest area?
Yeah, rest area.
Okay, that's better. But yeah, I mean, Lydia, I love you, but this is not my favorite. So
I think if there were bigger shoulder pads, maybe
yeah, like I feel like if you're gonna go 80s, go like full on
go.
80s.
Yeah.
Like I want to see like an updo. I want to see like big, like
Mhm.
rectangular, like almost like parallelogram style earrings. Like you could have had a little bit more texture on the leg warmers. Like it would have been really funny if she didn't even have like a pump. She had like a damn sneaker. Like, can you imagine this went down to like a flat or like a canvas shoe?
Oh my god.
Like, I feel like it would work because it's giving very much like jazzercise at 8 and then club kid at 9.
Oh, that's hilarious. Got to put on my sash real quick before I head to the club.
And like this like 2x4 she has as a fucking purse. Like as
Yeah.
a clutch. I mean, hey, you do you, Lydia, but alas. Up next, Mistress Isabel Brooks. Who I'm just gonna say it. She got robbed this week.
I think it's because the judges panel went, we've seen this silhouette before. We've seen this before.
But I mean, in the context of Lydia, like loud animal print and like vibrant colors, you could say that she's done that before as well.
It's true.
So,
But
you
the fact
can't pick
that
and
she
choose.
made, yeah, she constructed that corset is crazy.
And she looks snatched. Like the actual like shape of the skirt and everything too.
Mhm.
The hemming of the skirt, the fact that she was able to make a bag out of that. Like the hair is perfectly like textured. It's giving like very much like if Tina Turner was also a Jersey girl.
Rolling down a river.
Yeah, I was gonna say, depends on what else we're rolling up too. The Garden State's known for the greenery. But yeah, no, I feel like Mistress could have been in the top this week and it would have been totally deserved, but that's
Yeah.
just my 2 cents.
Agreed.
Really, no notes. I mean, well done.
Mm-hmm.
Up next, we have Nicole Page Brooks.
I thought the chicken was lovely.
My mother said if I don't have anything nice to say, I shouldn't say it at all.
I have nothing to say about this.
Okay, last and certainly not least, the person that has Collins and I eating our words. I rescind anything bad I ever had to say.
To go from
Tina
that
Burner,
to this. Mm.
you bitch. You fucking... What the I'm so mad that I can't show the video of like what the Let me see if I have a picture of what the jacket looked like close. So.
She constructed a jacket with a lining. She constructed pants, full ass pants, and a top in the allotted time that Nicole Page Brooks constructed a bathing suit.
I don't have it. Damn it. No, she made that mesh shirt. She made like the bodice. She made the pants. She made a brown leather jacket with a fur trim and a red satin lining. Not a stitch out of place. She turned the lampshade like dangly bits into earrings.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it went down to the shoes.
Mm-hmm. There were details on the shoes as well. This bitch turned out so much.
This might be technically speaking, the best constructed look we've ever seen on RuPaul's Drag Race in a design challenge.
Oh my god. I
You
would
made
agree.
that in the workroom? Bitch.
And had time to have a two minute 55-second exchange with mistress.
Well, I mean, most exchanges that men have in involving a dressing room are usually 2 minutes and 55 seconds. So,
Ah!
alas.
But here's the thing. These pants are so good. You ever try to make pants?
I can't say I have, Collins.
Okay, well, I'm just telling you, every time I tried to make pants,
I feel like I'd fuck up the inseam so bad.
the inseam is the hardest part because it just looks like you have a penis.
It either bunches up so it looks like you have like some sort of like camo toe situation. Camo toe.
Camo.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Now why are you doing that knowing like they're trying to get rid of people serving in the army? Talk about camo toe. Like, no.
Like my camo toe.
Like, it's either going to look like you have like dropped crotch pants like fucking
Can't
Sir
touch
Mix-a-Lot, or you're going to look like fucking Cammy from Street Fighter 2. Wouldn't know in between.
I don't know how to fix it. She does.
Yeah.
Miss Tinta.
Tinta Burnter, we were unfamiliar with your game.
Yeah.
We
I'm over here
apologize.
shit talking you because from what I remember is McDonald's and how you can't take a fucking joke.
But yeah, no, I mean, this episode was more of a redemption than she's had in, what, 3-4 years since her season was?
Mm-hmm. God, it's been that long.
Season 13. I mean, it's going on 5 years because season 18 is going to be in January.
I'm just thinking about how was Trixie the one that was doing the pit stop at that time?
Yeah, she was actually. I mean, to be fair, it was a COVID season. Chances are it was Trixie in the pit stop.
Yeah, I just remember that episode of the pit stop with Trixie.
But yes, let me just make my formal plea. Tina Burner, I admit that I was wrong. I admit that I was ignorant. I admit that I had no place to talk about the things that I was talking about as a person who does not do drag, just watches it on reality television and occasionally sees local drag from time to time. I just want you to know that, hold on, let me get this to it.
Do you have a Post-it note?
If we could please have a signature, I would just like to be confirmed. I want to be a burner. If we could get this signature, please, I would greatly appreciate it. Thank you.
Bitch, that's fucking hilarious.
Yeah. And that is how you commit to a bit. You didn't know where this was going, did you?
I did not. You had a fucking Post-it note.
I mean, you stay ready. You ain't got to get ready, so. And if you stay cool, calm, collected, and you know of a sound mind, then you don't got to get airy.
Listen, I have $50, so.
Yeah. Hey, I could always use 50 more.
I certainly could. You don't gotta ask me twice.
I mean, if you get enough of those $50, you two can just till your heart's content.
I'm telling you, that was the best thing with my razor back in the day.
I never had a razor. You know what I had? I had a track phone that was a Motorola. It was kind of shaped like a Crazer, but it didn't have a camera. It didn't have like a front screen. It had like 3 lights, so it showed like if you had a missed call and a text message, or just like if the phone was actually ringing.
Mm-hmm.
I could picture message on it, but I couldn't actually take pictures on my phone. But I could waste my track phone minutes on ringtones, and you know I did.
Absolutely.
So I had a rotation of Buy You a Drink by T-Pain and Give Me, no, Piece of Me by Britney Spears. God, I wish I could still find that fucking thing.
Oh my God. That was my college phone, was my razor.
Yeah.
My pink razor with charms on it.
Yeah.
That if I whipped my phone up too quickly would hit me in the face.
you know. I mean,
A
they
little-
did have this in pink. I was going to get a green, and then I'm like, you know what? Let's get this peach color because it kind of looks like golden and everything too. And then,
It's nice.
yeah. And then I got it for a steep discount because a pink one, like if I wanted like the Paris Hilton one, would have been like $1,000. Fuck that.
Jesus Christ.
But alas, our top two for this week, we find out are Tina Burner and Lydia Butthole Collins. Auntie Collins, do you agree?
I do. I agree that Tina should be up on the top.
Mhm.
And I agree with Lydia. Not that I didn't like Mistress. I just want to preface. But out of the two, what would I pick? And it would be Lydia's.
I feel like Lydia's was more of the ilk of Suzanne Barch. I feel like what Mistress made could have just been like for any sort of occasion. It didn't like, I mean, granted, we don't know what the hell 8-Ball Eleganza really is, but like if we're thinking about like who's on the panel and like what kind of like stuff they're known for, like imagery wise, like, yeah, I could see Mistress at a Suzanne Barch party wearing that, but Lydia went the extra step because she knew that they were legendary in like the 80s and the 90s too. She went back and like really tapped into that club kid bag and tried to do something a lot more loud and in your face and like very irreverent, and it worked out perfectly for her. So I can't be mad at that. I do agree that they were all in the top three though. I do like that they acknowledged that before they announced who the top two that were lip
I agree.
But we find out that Lydia and Tina are going to be lip syncing to Love Sensation by Lolita Holloway, which I did not realize until watching this lip sync that was the song that Marky Mark and the Funky Bunch sampled for Good Vibrations.
I didn't know that either.
You learn something new every day on Drag Race.
Apparently. I did see on the Twitter that Mistress has mentioned in interviews before that is a song that she would like to lip sync. So we got another Susie Toot lip sync assassin moment.
Well, yeah. So no Liza with the Z, no Love Sensation. I mean, it is what it is, poor Mistress. But we find out that the winner of the lip sync, the recipient of the $10,000 and the extra point, is Lydia Butthole Collins, which, looking at the lip sync, I wholeheartedly agree with.
I agree. I think Lydia has a spell on RuPaul because the pan to Ru, and just being mesmerized.
I want to know what was in that Boogie Wonderland lip sync. Just like the changing. What?
I
don't
can't do
think-
it.
Like when people were comparing that to like Willow Pill doing Never Too Much by Luther Vandross,
Yes.
literally that's the perfect comparison where it's just like you don't expect them to turn it and then like they make it look like perfect and like sultry and it's like, golly. But yeah, no.
Listen, let's do a top 10 of best lip sync songs. Lip sync songs on RuPaul's Drag Race.
Now, do you mean lip sync songs as in the performances or the actual like? Because songs that they've lip synced to, I have a different ranking because I love the songs,
Right.
whether or not they had a good lip sync or not.
I want
like
to
at
see
the-
both.
I think at the end of the season, what we could do
Yeah.
is we should have like a draft where it's like we go for a few rounds and we're just
Ba-ba-da-da.
drafting our favorite lip syncs from any season of Drag Race.
Okay, bitch.
Like it could be hell. We'll even include the international seasons. Like if you have one that's like really that turns it out.
Okay.
And like we'll have a list. We'll say like 25 lip syncs each.
Okay, bitch.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's not 25. Let's do 20.
Let's do 20. Yeah. All right. Make them go head to head. Let's go.
Yeah. That'll be our bonus episode at the end of All Stars 10. Someone could clip this and remind us because I know both of us are gonna forget.
Stop knowing me.
One's diagnosed neurospicing and the other one is just happy to be here. But alas, we have our first round of the pink bracket over with. Lydia in the lead with 3 points.
Mm-hmm.
We have Tina Burner shortly behind with 2 points. And then we find out that the queens are still doing, as I get a hiccup, excuse me, They're one bottom MVQ point. So next episode, we figure out how the bottom queens are going to use their point that they can't keep for themselves to give to the other queens. And we do know that next week is the rap and roast. So kind of combining like the season 6 rap challenge with a roast challenge with extra special guest judge, Chapel Roan.
Baby, why don't you come over?
Oh God, I hope. Wait, what do you think? Prediction. What's the lip sync song next week?
Out of all the Chapel Roan songs, either Pink Pony or I want to say Red Wine Supernova because that would be a fun one. Or Femininomenon.
See, I'm thinking if it's like a rap roast challenge, it's going to be Femininomenon.
Mm-hmm.
But like, I feel like I want Pink Pony Club as a finale lip sync.
Yeah, that would be good. Excuse me, Mr. Boy Guy.
Yeah. How dare
Nobody
they? We're talking about Chapel
commentary.
Roan. Yeah, Red Wine Supernova would be one that I'd love to see. Super Graphic Ultra Modern Girl would be one that would be really good.
That album was so good.
You know, it'd be really funny. As if they do a Woman's World thing where like they had The Giver way before it came out.
Cause baby, I'm a giver. Wait, would she have? Yeah, she would have
No,
done
that
it.
was before she was on SNL.
Oh,
Like when Chapel was doing All Stars, I think it was definitely after Coachella. I think it was after
Yeah.
Gov Ball, but it was before Austin City Limits.
oh my God! It's like going in the past.
I think it's All Stars, then Lollapalooza.
Then
Like we're-
Lollapalooza. Okay.
Yeah.
Lollapalooza is my favorite of all. I watch that often on YouTube. Not the entire.
It's also just the fact that she was dressed as a goddamn luchador in Chicago.
The mask stays on. The
She
mask stays on.
She had a wrestling themed outfit in Chicago, which is a wrestling city, which I don't think she knew like going into that, but that was way too fucking fitting.
It's perfect. Absolutely. That's what Chaperone is. It's just perfect.
But yes, but you know what else is perfect? When people rate us and, you know, give us a thumbs up and they like and they comment and they subscribe and they make sure that they're here at our local establishment every week for anything we got going on, whether it's wrestling, whether it's Marvel, whether it's horror, whether it's sports, whether it's drag, whether it's mental health talks, we have you covered with a cornucopia of content.
It's a good word.
Yep. You know, I try. But I mean, we all know where to find OLE these days, but Auntie Collins, where can we find you?
You can find me anywhere there's a social media _queer auntie, except Blue Sky, which doesn't like underscores. But I stream Thursdays through Sundays. Tomorrow, I'm still on my Twitch ban, but I think I can still stream on YouTube. So if you want to come hang out, we can hang out.
How long were you banned?
It said 30 days. And I'm not affiliate yet.
What you know you should do? Download TikTok Live Studio and stream on TikTok.
Oh, yo, I have 11K over on TikTok, so I should be streaming. I should be doing more with it.
Yeah, I think I just passed 1,300, but candidly speaking,
Okay, well,
no. But to be fair, the 1,300 was assisted. It wasn't a true 1,300. No comment.
I don't know. One day, one of my videos blew up. It was I did multiple rants about Torrid over on TikTok. And it was like, I got 1 million views. And then my second video got like 600,000 views. Because people love shit talking fashion brands.
I mean, good friend
And-
Kiyoshi Warrior just had like 600,000 views going to the mall in Atlanta, and she went to the Good American store, which is Khloe
Yes.
Kardashian's brand.
Ugh.
Finding plus size fashion in store, people. It ain't that fucking hard to be
It-
size inclusive.
Right.
If you're trying to
you know-
catch the wave of buzz of using those words, make clothes for those words. Show off the people that wear those clothes.
Especially when your brands are like, hey, we're size inclusive. And then I go in and it's like 10, 12. 10, 12. 10, 12? And they're like, you can go and shop online. Yes, I buy a lot of my clothes online.
That's the point, though.
This I bought online, but that's not the
nothing tops the
point.
convenience of going into a store, trying it on, seeing how you look in the moment, and then deciding.
Well, I'm also if I like it, I'm going to buy it in another color kind of person.
Mm-hmm.
I got to know how it fits before I buy it and like it and buy it in another color. I will buy 20 of the same shirt if I know how it feels and I like it, because also autistic brain is I only do certain fabrics. If I can't even try it on to see if I get overstimulated by it, I'm not buying it. And then brands like Fashion Nova are taking over, so your brick and mortar stores are going bye-bye. It's not that hard. Anyways, I stream Thursdays through Sundays. I'll be doing some cozy streams tomorrow. Sunday, we are over on Fightful Overbooked. We're going to be doing a lovely pre-show to your Double or Nothing pay-per-view. So if you want to come hang out over on Fightful Overbooked with Kylie Wrestling, we're talking about how wrestling made us cry. Who knows if I'll crash the stream for the post-show. Haven't decided yet. It just seems like a long day for me.
Yeah.
And last time I did that for Revolution, it was not a good recovery period. So
and that's also from someone on the West Coast where you kind of have a little bit more time than we do. So if you're saying it was a long day, then it really was a long day.
Well, it's because my podcast on Fightful starts at 9 a.m. my time, which means I have to get up with the dogs before 7.
Mm-hmm.
Because I like to make sure that they're settled, and then I have to shower, do all the things, put on makeup, actually care for myself.
And by the time you finish podcasting at night, it is what, midnight your time?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And you also have to consume the media that you're talking about. And
with Tony Khan and AW, it's a lot of media.
It's a lot.
Don't I know from doing Dynamite every week now? They've been good. Don't get me wrong. They've been good, but it's just damn.
Also, if you want to go back to Between Two Beards over on Love Wrestling, we talked our predictions on the 3 shows happening this weekend. We have NXT Battleground happening. We have Double or Nothing. And we also have Saturday Night Main Event happening.
We could just call it Saturday Night Main Event. But
because there's no women shows or women matches. Do you think Cody's returning? I do.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, I don't really care either way. If he does, that's great. But if not, let him take a fucking break. He's earned it.
Listen, that's also the thing of all these, where's Mariah May? Okay, let people have lives. Okay?
And speaking of people have lives, you can follow my shenanigans over at Jose in the Air anywhere, damn near. Will I be live this weekend? I don't know. I keep going back and forth on the idea. If I want to stream some games tomorrow, we will find out. But the only way to make sure is that you're following me on my social medias. So until then, you guys make sure that you are keeping up with everything. We'll be back here next week again for the Mother Tuck and Post show. And until then, everybody take care. Have a great night. Have a great Memorial Day weekend. And we will see you next week. Bye.